Please state your name for the record.
J-Man the VanderWaal fan.
Where were you on July 26, 2022 at 3:22 p.m.?
Um, the time in question, I'm pretty sure I was sitting. I know I was sitting at my computer, surfing the web. Well, YouTube, really,
And what was your purpose there?
looking for new music, just something new to listen to.
Can you tell us of anything specifically that you found during that time period?
Um, well, I particularly remember one song that I found at that around that time period, and it was a song called "Fucked Up Years."
And who was that by, if you don't mind me asking?
Grace VanderWaal.
And did she write and produce that song herself?
Well, as far as I know, she wrote, produced it.
Did you happen to listen to the whole thing?
Well, of course I listened to the whole thing, but it was totally worth every second of that viewing.
You don't speak loud, tape its mouth, killed by lightning. What happened to my own, on my own? Teeth are grinding, plain sight hiding, and I'm going to clubs, trying out drugs, doing too much, counting those, but it stays right there. Fucked up years, and when I run like glue, it comes a shadow that's not my own. It stays right there, won't disappear. Try to find my out. Used to be fearless, but now I'm worried that all along, well, it wasn't the home, wasn't the family, it wasn't the shit town, it was always me. And I'm going to clubs, trying out drugs, doing too much, counting the nuts, but it stays right there. Fucked up years, and when I run like glue, it comes a shadow that's not my own. It stays right there, so I'll just disappear. Disappear, disappear. Disappear, disappear. And I'm stealing identities that I was running from the past, but I was trying to run from it. So what do I do now that I was running to the future, but the fucked up past is me somehow, me somehow, me somehow. And I'm going to clubs, I'm trying out drugs, I'm doing too much, I'm counting those, but it stays right there, my fucked up years. And when I run like glue, it comes a shadow that's not my own. It stays right there, so I'll just stay right here. It all just stays so near, so I'll just disappear. Disappear, disappear. Fucked up years, fucked up years.
Is it her music or lyrics you love the most?
Both. I couldn't cite an example personally off the top of my head where it wasn't, so we're just gonna go with both.
What'd you think of the song musically?
Musically, it was a very beautiful song. It's typical Grace. She always has this ability to just write these gorgeous songs. They may be sad, but doesn't matter if they're sad or not. They're always beautiful. I mean, it does. I don't know if it matters or not.
So what was the best part of the song?
The second half of the song I felt was really the best part of the song for me, at least vocally, and I mean pretty much my favorite part of the song. The way the liberty she took with her vocal choices, her singing, her pattern choices, I thought was just absolutely beautiful, and something I don't think I've ever heard her do. I can't, not at least not to that extent. I mean, I know she is known for adding tons and tons of syllables to all of her words, but this is a little different than what she did when she was younger, and I absolutely approve and I love it, and I hope she continues doing stuff like that. Maybe in the future, hopefully soon, if we get anything.
What do you think the song's about?
It feels like she's trying to run from her past. I mean, it's obviously what she's trying to do. She's trying to run from her past, and at least that's the understanding I have about what's really going on. Is she wants away from her past and bury it. I don't know if that's true or not. That's probably hearsay until the horse's mouth says it, but I don't know. But she seems to say it a lot in songs, so who knows? But she. It seems like the shadow that's not hers. It seems like the past is always creeping up on her and casting its shadow across her. Maybe that's the shadow, or I kind of thought maybe it might have been her shadow and she just doesn't feel like herself. But it almost makes more sense that that's the past shadow, always right there to greet her, always right there to make sure she remembers everything. That's kind of what it feels like, more than it being her shadow and her not feeling like herself. But maybe it is, maybe it's neither.
What makes you think that's what it's about?
Trying out drugs. She doesn't blame her. She doesn't blame the family, the home, the town. It was always her. She was always the one. I don't know. I'm not sure. These are just speculations, but she was the reason she had those fucked up years. Maybe, I don't know. I'm terrible at interpreting lyrics, but I'm just.
So you just feel like it's her running from her past.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, it feels like she's running from her past, and that's the shadow.
So what would you say if you were to rate the song in any fashion?
Overall, I would say it's typical Grace. It's great. It's definitely going on the Grace VanderWaal list. As far as the typical way her songs do, they always end up on her list. Not one has ended up off that list yet.
So I think we're about done here. Is there anything else? Maybe you have something you'd like to say before we close this out?
Yeah. I do have some final words.
What would you like to say?
I just like for everybody to go to Lion's Den and share, and comment that video. Everyone in this room here, everybody that ever watches this video, go to Lion's Den and let's get those numbers up higher and higher and higher until we have reached 1 million. And then when we reach 1 million, keep going.
Anything else you'd like to say before we close this out?
Yes, just one final little thing. Thanks for watching.
All right, I think we're about done with you.
All right.